So yeah, I started, I'm recording the call now, and I wanted to record it because I was just saying that there's a lot of mommies right now that have little kids. I know Lynette has her two little ones. I know Jackie has her two, or her little ones. Natalie has her little one. I know Esther has, a lot. She has a lot on her plate right now. So there's things. Elisa's struggling with her three, with school, the e-learning. Fabi over there in California, it's a lot. I get it. But at the end of the day, I wanted to share a message today that everyone has different goals and everyone is here for a different reason. So whatever it is that I share with you tonight, take it and put it into your own story. Some people like this coaching business because they like the community. They feel that they need the friends, they want to have a place to belong. Some people need it because they feel that by being a coach, they actually hold themselves more accountable because you're carrying that title, right? And so it's almost like if you are like, well, I really have to show up and work out every day and show up in my meals and in my nutritional choices because I'm a coach. Some people are doing this because they need the income. I know I have a brand new coach right now that just called me last week and she said, Susie, I have been a coach. I haven't wanted to work the business, but now I do because she's a breast cancer survivor and she has a lot of medical bills. So now she wants to work this business. I'm going to mute you, Tammy, just because I hear an echo, I think, if you don't mind. No, it's okay. So now she wants to work the business because she's like, I have a lot of medical bills and I know that I could use this because I love fitness to pay my medical bills. So everyone here has different goals. But what I've learned in almost the 5 years that I've been doing this is that when they decide to be a part of this team or they decide to coach, is because something is missing. Something is missing in their life. It could be the lack of finances. It could be the lack of community or the lack of friends. It could be the lack of passion. It could be the lack of purpose. It could be the lack of personal growth. And it could be the lack of freedom. And I want you to think about these things that I'm sharing and identify which is it that applies to you. Is it the lack of finances? Is it the lack of feeling like if you have a place to belong and you want more community, more friendships? Is it the lack of freedom, personal freedom, time freedom, financial freedom? Is it lack of personal growth that you want to become into the better version of yourself? And those are the things that you want to talk about on your social media because that is how you are going to attract your people. That's how you're going to attract your tribe. If that's what you were missing, if there was a part of that you were missing, and that's what attracted you to this, that's exactly what you should be sharing. Because that's how you will attract the Melissa, the Tammy, and the Susie out there. There are many of us out there. They just have a different name. They look differently, but there are so many women out there that are struggling with one of those things that I mentioned, right? Because I know that when I look back on my journey, I'm like, man, I literally wanted to lose weight. I had a lack of friends. And honestly, I felt like if I had a lack of purpose. I was cleaning my house all day, serving my kids. And as beautiful as that is, I felt that I lost my identity. And I knew that I was made for more. And I just didn't know how to express it and put it into fruition. I didn't know how to curate a life where I felt like, wow, this is it. Yes, I love my kids. Yes, I'm a mom. But when my kids leave my house, it's just me and my husband. There's got to be more than that, right? So I want you to think about when you are thinking about posting on social media or talking to your neighbor or making friends or whatever it is, think about those things that can help that mommy that is struggling, that could help that woman who is struggling with those voids in their life, right? because we all have a void, one way or the other. It could be the lack of even education on how to eat right. I come from a Hispanic family where they taught me you've got to eat everything on your plate, and you don't get up from that table until you don't eat everything on your plate. And that's incorrect. You should be eating until you are satisfied, not, overindulging where then you don't even feel right the right way. You don't feel proper. And then you create this habit of overeating for years. And then you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I did so much damage when I could have been moving forward, elevating, growing, right? So I want you to think about how you could help that woman that is struggling. Those are the pain points that when you post, that is what's going to make people feel like, ugh, this girl is speaking to my soul. I did a post this morning that talked about that. Do you have happiness in your life? And if you don't, what can you do to change it? If the happiness is not coming from your very core, what is it that you can do to change that? We only have one life to live. If you are not living an authentic life of happiness, what is it that we're doing then? What type of legacy are we leaving for our kids? Are we leaving the mark that we want to leave in other people's lives? If we are not being authentic to ourselves, if we are not being happy with the life that we are cultivating, right? So when you do your post and share on social media, think about making people feel something that will evoke such an emotion that they will reach out to you. That's the goal of a post. And with that, there's got to be a mindset behind that. If you are having a lack of belief or a bad day, do you really think that you'll be able to post in a way that you'll evoke a positive emotion on someone? You probably won't. So that's why tonight I titled the team call Mindset, Purpose, and Passion. Because the mindset has to be there that will link into you understanding that you have a purpose in this world. And if you are choosing to be a coach for the community, for the income, for the friendship, you still have a purpose in this world. Because whether or not it's to teach or reach people on this massive platform that we have, social media, you still have it to the kids that are right in that room next door that are watching you. You still have a purpose and a duty to them. You still have a purpose and a duty as a daughter, as a wife, as a friend, as an employee. We're called to contribute to this world. And so if that purpose is not clear, if there is not clarity, then there will be a lack of passion. See what I did there? Mindset, purpose, passion. It's got to tie in. And that passion is going to burn brightly when you have the mindset and you're clear on your purpose. And that passion is what will evoke emotion on others that will then make them say, I want to do what she's doing. I want to have what she has. I want to burn brightly. I want to feel the way that she feels. Because if she can, so can I. And that's what we do when we post on social media. We show that it is possible. We show that if I can, she can. We show that we prioritize ourselves, and because it is important to us, we give them permission to understand that it is important to them. Another thing I wanted to talk about was that you have to feel connected to this business for you to burn that fuel, that fire, that ignite that passion within. And the way to do that is to stay connected with the team. I'm always talking about leaning in. Melissa knows. Melissa knows that I'm always like, my girls, let's link arms. Because when you do not, you feel very disconnected. So I heard a leader the other day say, if you cannot find 1 hour to plug into your business to plug into a call, to plug into a training 1 hour a day, it will be very hard to grow this business. Very hard. Because if we cannot dedicate 1 hour to grow as a leader, to grow in skills, to feel connected to this business and see the bigger purpose, see the bigger picture, see the vision, there's no way that we'll be able to accomplish the things that we can and we want to. There will be a time in your life where you'll get to unplug. I know for me, Saturdays and Sundays, a lot of times I just want to unplug, and that's okay. But usually Monday through Friday, there's got to be that discipline that we are saying, I need to show up for my business. Because here's the thing, girls. If you show up, it affects you. But if you don't show up, it also affects you, right? If you show up, it will affect your business positively. If you show up, you're affecting yourself positively. If you show up, you are leaving that example or leading that example positively. But if you don't show up, you are affecting yourself because you're the one that's not taking care of yourself. If you look at the vital behaviors of Beachbody, I love them because I always say you don't have to be a coach to understand that the vital behaviors are what save lives. Think about it. Vital behavior number 1 is being approved of the product. That's just basically saying use the products because the products are the tools that are going to get us to succeed. Forget that you're a coach. Forget all that. Regardless, if you eat well, you exercise, and you read personal development, you are choosing to take care of yourself, whether you're a coach or not. Those are our vital behaviors. Be approved of the product, right? Use the tools that are going to get us to succeed. Vital behavior number 2 is personal development, which is mindset. Even if you're not a Beachbody coach, you should still be working on your mindset because I know that if you're an employee, you should be growing, you should be learning. You should still be probably undergoing certain trainings, right? If you really want to grow in your career, in the position that you're in, which I hope that we all aspire to do. Vital behavior number 3 is inviting. We invite all day. Think about it. When I put this nail polish on and I share it on my social media, I'm inviting people to check out this color. When I do my hair and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so fresh and so clean, I'm inviting people to say, where do you do your hair? Oh, girl, I do it at LMG. Go check it out. When I am sharing my leopard band and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cute, I'm inviting people to say, where'd you get that? Go click the link on Amazon. I saw a great movie. I'm inviting. I'm promoting it. I read a great book. I'm inviting. I'm promoting the book. We are inviting all day, every day. So this business is no different. And the last vital behavior is recognition because we preach a life of celebration. Beachbody stands behind a mission to celebrate others. And isn't that what life should be? Should we be complaining or we should be celebrating? We should be celebrating, right? So we are called to celebrate happy anniversaries, birthdays, promotions. In the same way, we are called to recognize and celebrate women who show up, men who show up, daddies and mommies who are fighting for their health every day. We're called to celebrate and say, wow, check out Tammy. She has 2 kids and she still shows up in her workouts because she doesn't let life get in the way. Look at Melissa, who's a single mom. She is still showing up, losing weight, choosing to show up for her daughter because she wants more. She wants to leave a legacy. That is what we're celebrating, and that is what recognition is. So if we could hone in on understanding that leaning into the business and the team is just to revive the vital behaviors, we will get it. But it's about consistency and showing up each and every day. Protect your energy so that you don't burn out. Protect your boundaries. it's like I told Melissa, because I love her. I said, Melissa, if you are working till 10 o'clock at night and you're working out at 10, when you're already so tired, do you think you're really going to commit or push the way that you could if you were to draw that line in the sand and do it at 5 o'clock in the afternoon? It's very different. And it's only because I want her to have the self-care that she deserves. I love that she has massive grit, massive hustle. Her work ethic is unmatched. But does that do her any good if she's feeling burned out and if she's feeling that the days are not serving her? No. Your day should serve you. Your journey should serve you. Your choices should serve you. Your priorities should serve you. And the last thing that I'll say is be the coach that you want to be to others, or be the coach that you would like that someone would coach you, right? How is it that you would like to be coached? That's the coach that you want to be. Would you like to be coached by someone who shows up every day, or would you like to be coached by someone who never shows up? So that applies to your daily habits and choices as well. So I will leave you with that. Be the coach that you would like to be coached, right? So it makes sense. Show up for you, because they'll show up for, your coach shows up for you and you show up for others. So I will leave you with that. That's really what I had in my heart today to share, because I really believe that the mindset has to be there. And then that's how you are clear on your passion, your purpose, so that then you could burn your passion brightly so that we can help other people. So that's the message I have for you today. So what I want to do is you can unmute yourself. Let's ask any questions that you may have, any concerns, any struggles, so that we could get you to end this call and feel like if you've learned something, or you know how to move forward, or when you sit down and work your business, you know what you need to do. So go ahead, and if you have any questions, let me know. Go ahead and unmute yourself and we can just chit chat for a few minutes.
Okay, I guess that's me. Well, I agree with everything that you said, and I've been trying to do just that. But I'm so new. I still didn't get all of the issues that will sure come around.
Right.
I'm still very excited and very bubbly.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It
I
won't be
love
like
it.
this forever.
Is there anything, Tammy, that you feel you are struggling with, or have any concerns that will help you move forward? Or are you feeling confident, you know what you need to do, you just have to continue to talk to more people?
I'm a little bit in the dark as how things, but I think that that's the kind of thing that I'll only know by doing it. I'll figure it out with. I'm a little in the dark, but there's nothing to do right now aside from the goal. I have to reach the goal first. So,
What do you think you feel a little bit lost in? Is there something specifically, or you just feel lack of experience?
yeah, lack of experience is like I see. I come up because now that I am active on social media, I'm coming so many coaches coming by me, and I'm like, oh, but so, but they have all of a whole tactic on how to do it. So I'm trying. I'm actually googling a lot.
Good.
I'll get better at this.
Good. No, and listen, here's the thing. I think that as long as you understand, I think to keep it very simple, Tammy, is to just, like I told you in our one-to-one call, if you could just share your journey authentically, share the different parts of you. I love how you're doing it. You're showing that you're a wife, you're showing that you're a mom, and you're showing that you're working out, right? If you could just share that authentically and focus on helping people get started the same way that you did, and having them see that if they become a coach, there's two benefits. Either they could become a coach for the discount to save money, or they can actually become a coach to pay for their products and make an income.
Yeah, I tried the discount.
Right. So if you can just help people see that, that's really all you have to do. This business is very simple. We are just bridging the gap so that they get to see that. A lot of people, you tell them, well, would you like to sign up as a coach? And a lot of people are like, no, I'm not ready to coach anyone. And that's when we have to just walk them through. And I just say, well, here's the thing. Coaching is just a title. But if you grab that perk, you get to save money. Now, if you want to pay for your products and make an income, then we have the avenue of working the business. But I think if you keep the business simple by just starting people the same way that you started and then having them see that there's a coaching opportunity, it's rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. That's all it is. I think people tend to overcomplicate this business because you could even ask Melissa, right, Melissa? Isn't it just that in the years that you've been a coach, you know that it's either helping people start off with a challenge pack or some product that can help them. And then the other side is becoming a coach. And if you could become a coach, the beautiful thing is that you can literally earn an income. But I think that when people overcomplicate it, it gets a little messy. Now, are there other things and details and tactics that you will learn as you go? Exactly, you said it. Absolutely, you will. But for the majority in the beginning, I tell people just focus on, getting someone started and then helping them see that the coaching has benefits. After that, then I share about the emeralds. Like I told you, that if you get your first 2 coaches, you get those free leads. So instantly you get that commission. And after that, that will give you the confidence to then just do that again and again and again. And that's how you grow your team. You get to diamond and you make more money. Now, for example, I have new coaches that tell me, well, Susie, how is it that you do all those things you do in your stories? Those are little things that I can show you and you'll go learning as you go. I just didn't want to overcomplicate it in the beginning because really those stories is not going to make or break your business. It's just a promoting avenue, but it's not.
I got one.
You know what I'm saying?
I got one. I actually got one.
Okay, but what I'm saying is I try to tell people, keep it very simple. You know what I mean? The 2 things that I have really loved about that I try to keep in my mind for new coaches is I tell them, start someone new, support someone through. If you could think about that and remind yourself that your goal every day is to start someone new or support someone through, meaning you already have someone and you're supporting them, I think that that's really the ultimate goal of a coach, is that we should be constantly helping people start and we should constantly be helping people support them through their journey. So I hope that helps you some so that you can, not get worried about all the other little things. You're doing great. I'm looking at your stories. I'm looking at your posts. And Tammy, I think you're doing phenomenal. You really are.
Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying.
I see it.
I'm trying. I've been doing a lot of the training, and there are those free groups. I've seen a lot of coaches doing this free group thing. Is that worth it?
I used to do free groups in the beginning, and honestly, it worked a few times. There was times where it didn't work. So right now, what I'm focusing on is you can do the free group, absolutely, because you're a brand new coach. That way you can build confidence in people to trust you. Right now, what I am doing, I'm not doing a free group, but I'm offering 2 free things. So number 1, I'm actually offering 3 things. Number 1, I'm offering the prayer group on Wednesdays for free. So people see that I'm not only here to sell a product, I'm actually offering a support group that has to do with faith, and they get all the value from that group on Wednesday mornings at 8:30. Then I'm offering the running group on Saturdays. So people know I'm not just here just to try to take your money. I'm inviting you to be a part of the community, see what I'm like. You actually get to do activity and you get to meet other people. So that's my second free avenue. And the third one is that I'm constantly asking people if they want to try a sample workout for free. because Beachbody has free sample workouts. So when people tell me, well, I don't have the money, I'll tell them, no problem. If you're still interested, I could send you a link to try a free sample workout. And that way they know that I'm not just in this to take their money. I am here to really help them. And I say, here you go, here's free value. And hopefully that will get them to trust me so that if they like it, then they can come back and say, I'm ready.
That's awesome.
So hopefully that'll help you.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Mel, you have
Susie.
anything you want to add or share, babe?
No.
You're feeling good?
Yeah, right now I'm just focusing, like I told you, on myself.
On
And if
yourself.
someone comes along, great, but I'm focusing on myself.
How are the workouts coming along? How do you feel?
They're okay. I just kind of like you said, I stopped kind of paying attention to so much to what she's saying and just like follow her on my own.
Right, you're going at your own pace.
Mm-hmm.
I
really am liking the outside part though. I love the outside part.
The strength training, I find that she goes a little bit fast for me.
Yeah.
So I just go at my own pace. But then once I go outside and I have her in my ear, I'm loving the running. I really am. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah. Her pace.
I mean, I wish I could go faster, but I think that I'm just not there. But I'm getting it done. Like I haven't been able to do more than 1.5 just because, not that I probably can't, but when I do my workouts, I need more time and I just can't because since I've been doing my workouts in the morning, I have to start work. So I have to be mindful of that.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
But at least you're doing all the activity. You're doing the best you can. I love that you're back at it.
Yeah.
So,
and then like at my mom's house, it's not as flat as it is here. It's more like windy, loopy, you know? So it was like, wow. Because one time we had to go like kind of like downhill and then we turned back and we went up and I was like, wow, okay.
Yes. Yes. I love it, Melissa, because you're showing up every day and that's the goal. Really,
I'm trying. I mean, and of course, when I was with my nephew and my daughter, I wasn't exactly running, but we were walking.
Of course. And that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Walking is fantastic. Listen, as long as you're showing up for yourself, because you had derailed because work became the priority.
Right. And
it pays your bills, but you were also feeling a sense of burnout is what I think.
Yes.
Right? We had talked about it. We agreed that you were feeling it. Absolutely. So I'm sure that when you're outside walking, aren't you feeling renewed and refueled?
Yes.
So that's the message that you could share. You know what I mean? That if you could just say, I'm working on myself. I'm feeling renewed. I'm feeling so recharged. I feel so empowered by just being outside. How wonderful. And you could just say, you know, if you want to, you could say, I'm here. If you want to join me, I'm more than happy to send you a free sample workout. We have a free running group on Saturdays that you're more than welcome to join us. It's about just getting people to see that, hey, you're not alone. I'm here with you. I'm pushing for myself and you can too. That's really what I think I try to set my eyes on, because at the end of the day, I want people to see that I'm human. I am human overall. I'm not here to push you, to scam you, to push you to buy something. I'm here to inspire you as a human being to work on yourself so that you can elevate to become your better version. And I think that if we remind ourselves of that message, people are going to feel it. And when people feel authenticity, they're more vulnerable to say, I'm ready to join you. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I think that we should just try to remember that that is the goal. This business is not transactional. This business is relational. It's about relationships. It's about talking to other people. It's about saying, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? Do you need anything? I am here. Do you need a recipe? Do you need a pumped up playlist to get you through a hard day? Do you need a good quote to remind you that you can too? It's about giving those little things by just being sincere and connecting with other women. So, girls, I'm not going to take more of your time because we've been on for 45 minutes. I love that you were here with me tonight. I hope that this has added value to you and that it has helped you. I know for me, this fires me up. Like yes, Tammy, I saw you taking all the notes. I love it. So I hope that, you know, this just fires you up to go now and maybe dedicate 10, 15 minutes to make some connections, you know, until 10, we could work on hustle and say, hey, let's make connections, let's add followers. And maybe you could even go on your stories and say something about, I'm so excited. I connected with some of the girls on my team. We have the same vision, the same goals. I love having that community and that support, reminding me that I have a purpose, reminding me that I'm here because I'm passionate about helping other people and myself. And, you know, people are going to feel that and they're going to see that and they're going to know that we're united. So, girls, that's all I have for you tonight. Like I said, I hope it's helped you. Do you mind if we take a picture? Awesome. So we could go ahead and share it. All right. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Love it. All right, girls. Love you. If you need anything, let me know. I'm here for you, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great night.
Great night. Good evening. Bye, Melissa. Nice to
Bye.
see you.
Bye,
You too.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.